Hey y'all, it's me, Bianca. My social media name is Be a New Me, and I'm debating on changing it to Be a New Mom because that's what I am right now, and life has been crazy but wonderful at the same time. So I know it's been a long time since I made a YouTube video. I mean, I didn't even document like the last bit of my pregnancy. I was going through a lot at the last of my pregnancy. Not complications with the pregnancy itself, but I was having some difficult times with my marriage. Fortunately, we worked through it and resolved it. And marriage is going strong and going great. And, anybody that's married or in any type of relationship, it takes work. And, you always have those pitfalls, but then you can rise again. So, sorry, it's my dog out there. I just wanted to give y'all a quick update. I did have my son November 8th, 5 days earlier. My due date was November 13th. I was induced. So the night before, I was having major cramping and turned out to be mild contractions for the doctor. They weren't strong contractions and I was dilated, but not much. So when I went to the hospital, which was very early in the morning, my husband took me. They told us to walk around and they would see how far I've come as far as dilation. So I did that for about an hour, hour and a half, and then they checked me out. I dilated some more, and then they gave me two options. So they were like, well, you can go home and wait till you're dilated more and your water breaks, and then come back. Can't guarantee when that'll happen or what day it'll happen. Or we could induce you. That would involve medication. I had really hoped to go unmedicated throughout the whole entire process of delivery, but I was working at the time and I didn't want the unpredictability of being at work and my water breaking. Or I was working from home too a couple days of the week. I didn't want to be at home by myself and my water breaks. And I live kind of far from the hospital because I'm out in the country. So I decided to get induced. And they gave me Pitocin to increase the contractions and help dilate more. And that was some serious stuff right there. Let me tell you, that pain was so intense. Like, originally, that was all I wanted. I was like, okay, well, I don't want any other medications besides that. Well, I wasn't aware how intense the contraction pain was going to be because of it. And I was literally screaming and I was curled up on the bed and I was screaming for that epidural. And I was like, give me that epidural. I mean, I had written down like the birthing plan, no medication, no epidural. But I was so screaming, and even my husband, he was like, you were screaming, ay. And that's like something I never do, even though I'm Mexican. I guess I just hear it in my family a lot. But that's something that I will never forget. But once I got that epidural, it was like heaven. I mean, there was minimal pain. It was more like pressure when I was giving birth to my son. And he came out fairly quick, I think. I mean, people have definitely done quicker, but I only had to push for an hour and he was out. And he was on my chest and it was wonderful. I was crying, I was so excited, and I was like, oh my gosh, I just pushed out a human being out of my body. But it was fantastic. I mean, I had a great experience besides, the screaming for the epidural. I think it was a really good experience. I mean, everything went smoothly. Oh, gotta go. Son's crying. Okay, got a surprise. Here's my son. Ezra, say hi. It's not officially his first YouTube video because I made him when I was pregnant with him, but it is his first official YouTube video out of the womb, so that's pretty exciting. Even though I've made lots of videos of you and taken lots of pictures. So I thought he was crying, but he was actually like yelling for me. He's been doing that lately, which is a little nicer than crying, because he used to cry like bloody murder from his naps. And it would scare me like something was wrong. But he's gotten a lot better, and he just took like a 2-hour nap. So woohoo! So I can get a lot of stuff. I can get a lot of stuff done, like making YouTube videos. Anyway, the point of my YouTube videos are to help other moms to be, or even if you're a new mom yourself. So that's my goal. Just to keep it real with you, you know, I don't want to hide anything from you. I normally don't get myself this ready with makeup and hair. Just FYI, it's Friday. And I think me and my husband might go out downtown with Ezra. So I got myself ready while he was taking a nap. And I did a little bit of cleaning. But most of the time I have messy hair and no makeup, and I'm in my nightgown all day. I also became a stay-at-home mom because childcare is just so outrageous, and the coronavirus is still going on, so we were definitely paranoid about that. Not to mention all the other types of sicknesses and illnesses that most kids get from daycare. So I quit my job, and I've been staying home with this little guy every single day. It's been really wonderful. At first I missed my job, but now I really don't. I miss the income. That's the thing. And I guess the social part of it, but last year, I mean, there wasn't much of that because I was separated from my coworkers because I was pregnant, and then I was working from home. So it was pretty isolating. He's trying to look at the camera. Get you a little higher. There we go. He was on my lap, which is low. But anyway, as far as like the hospital stay, because the coronavirus was going on, and you know, everybody's concern is like wearing a mask and pushing, I didn't have to, and they never asked me to or enforced it. Originally when we got there, me and my husband were both wearing masks, but by the time, you know, I was screaming for the epidural, my mask was like ripped off. And my husband, he was eating at the time, so he didn't have a mask, and honestly, I didn't see him with a mask unless he was leaving the room, like to go to the cafeteria. But that was the only time. So it was wonderful. I know some hospitals, they say like the nurses enforce it, but I mean, they tested me for COVID, which is crazy because I had just gotten tested like 2 days before because I had the cold, and they had to figure out what was wrong with me. So they gave me all types of tests, including the COVID test. And I brought those results with me, hoping that they wouldn't have to test me again. And they're like, oh, we have to test you again. And so I was like, okay, whatever, just do it. I mean, my contractions were pretty painful. Not as painful as when they gave me that Pitocin, but I was in pain and I was sick because I had the cold. So I wasn't sleeping well, I was exhausted, and I was just ready for this little prince to come. So, with being induced, I mean, my next one, I'm really going to try hard not to, because I want to go unmedicated. I have some back spasms in my lower back and some tightness, and it's like when I'm changing his diaper, if I have to bend over, like if I put him in a low area, man, my back hurts. So I recently gone to the chiropractor for that, and they mentioned it could be, you know, a combination of the epidural and, you know, giving birth to this boy. So the chiropractor has helped a lot. So I do recommend that if you are having some pain after giving birth. And I kind of waited a while just because I was scared to go. I'm like, and I was like, well, maybe if I lose weight too, that would help. But no, it wasn't helping. And actually like working out was kind of getting painful too on my back. So going to the chiropractor has helped. And on another note, Ezra is now almost 5.5 months. In 2 days, he'll be 5.5 months. And I'm pregnant and he's gonna be a big brother. So hopefully you'll follow me on Instagram. My name's Be a Newbie. You can see cute pictures and videos I post of him and us and our adventures, and also our new baby announcement. So I am currently about 7 weeks along. I just had my first ultrasound appointment yesterday. Ezra didn't go, unfortunately, but his grandma watched him, and then my husband went, and it was wonderful because my husband wasn't allowed to go to the appointments last year with my first OB. I switched towards the end of the pregnancy, and then he was able to go to the visits, which is really unfortunate, and I hate that doctors are still enforcing that right now. I just think it's ridiculous. I mean, your husband, your partner, your boyfriend, whoever, any support partner should be able to be with you during the appointments. I mean, these are really important appointments, you know, and especially like if you've had a history of miscarriage, you know, you're worried about you losing your baby, and you know, it could be like the first and last time that you see your baby, and you would love to have somebody there with you. It sucks to be alone, you know. Hopefully they change that soon. But I went back to my last OB that I had switched to at the end of my pregnancy, and it was great. We had a great experience. The baby's doing really good. The heartbeat was great. We could see it. It's tiny. It's the size of a blueberry right now. So you just see like this little, the flicker of it on the screen. And it's just like a little round ball. But it was wonderful. And my husband really enjoyed it. So I'm glad that he was able to go to the initial visit. And it was kind of weird because it was, you know, laughing. It was like deja vu. I was just like, whoa, like I feel like I was just pregnant, which is true. And I feel like I've been like continually pregnant. Like I didn't get a break. Which is kind of true because according to like where I'm at right now, I got pregnant like a little after he was 3 months old. I'll make another video on that because it was kind of planned and kind of unplanned. But either way, we were like super excited, and he's gonna be a big brother, and he doesn't know it yet, even though we tell him all the time. But we're excited, you know, that they're gonna be really close in age. We're hoping for a girl. I would love to have a girl, but I mean, I'd love to have another boy. So either way, we'll be happy and excited. And my due date is December 6th, 2021. So he was November 8th, 2020, and then he'll be 13 months by the time this baby comes out, approximately. But other than that, I think that's about it for this little quick update. I mean, I could ramble on and on, but who wants to hear that? So I'll just keep making videos. You know, I'm still new to the whole YouTube thing. I don't have like graphic design skills or anything like that. So I just want to thank you for sticking around to the end of this video. And I guess, you know, I just want to say that family is really important, and friends are too, especially after having a baby, because it's tough, especially as a first-time mom. So find any support you can get, and I would just say, like, try to limit your Google activity after having a baby, because Google is scary. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I would definitely listen to what your friends and family had to say versus what Google has to say, because, oh man, it was like paranoid central over here 24/7. But we've calmed down quite a bit. Stress has gone down, and Ezra is thriving. He's doing well, and I'm doing well. Pregnancy's doing well. I wanted to lose the weight before I got pregnant again. Unfortunately, I did it. But I'm still aiming to have a healthy pregnancy. So far, everything's going well. I hope not to gain as much with this baby as I did with Ezra. With Ezra, I gained 60 pounds. I lost 20. So I'm still up there. None of my old clothes fit me. I gave away all of my maternity clothes. So, squeezing into these old clothes. This is a size medium, and it probably should be a large, maybe an extra large. But it still fits me. So I'm wearing it. But anyway, yeah, I'll be making other videos like on my weight loss journey. Well, not really weight loss per se now, but my maintaining weight journey while I'm pregnant. I'm hoping that I can just only gain 20 pounds. Hey y'all, it's me and Ezra. Whoa! And we're working on making a YouTube video, so make sure you check out our channel and like our videos and subscribe. I'm just trying to help out moms to be and new mamas, so hopefully you'll follow our journey. Thanks for watching.